Okay, so today is October the 5th on a Saturday afternoon or late evening. Right now it's probably around 6:30. I just came down riding around my bee yard to check on some things, kind of see how everything's going. Well, it ain't going too good. Started looking around, and this box here, that's the one I caught the swarm from back in the spring. And I caught it out of this bush here. Anyway, I got to riding around and looking. Look, they're hanging on that limb. The first blessed swarm I have seen since sometime back 1st of May. Now, why in the world they want to wait this late and cause a little swarm? So anyway, this is my plan. See what we can get you. I got me a 5-frame nuke. I have some drone comb, some of it's brood comb. Some of it's got just a little teeny bit of wax moth damage on it from a hive that died out on me. I am going to take one of these brood combs and I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna rob Peter. And I'm gonna get me a frame of eggs, young larvae, maybe a little bit of cat brood, and I'm gonna put in this nuke. And I'm gonna put 4 more of these drone combs down in them. That way, it's late in the year. Maybe they can they pulling in some goldenrod. First time I've seen them pull goldenrod since I've had bees. I don't know if the dry summer helps with that or what's going on, but anyway, they're pulling goldenrod in pretty good. And I lit my smoker a while ago. I got a ring around my hand. I think it burnt pretty good. I wouldn't know better than grab a bottle of hot smoker. So anyway, let's get to it. Okay, so I got a frame out of a hive. It's got some eggs. It's got some young larvae on that side. Got some eggs up in here. This side, it's got a little bit of cat brood, but the hive was full, so I'm not really worried about taking too many of their winter bees. I'm gonna put that frame right in the middle. All right, now I'm gonna push these other 2 frames out to the side. I'm gonna pull that limb down over the top of this box and shake them in, and they'll go in that box maybe. And once I can get them in that box, I'll put a lid on it. I'll set the other 2 frames. I'll put those in here. Then I'll take the lid and it's a migratory lid. I'll let the edge of it sit up here so they got a little gap on the side until they can find this entrance at the bottom. And that should hold them. Most of the time, when you catch a swarm like this, if you can get some open brood and some eggs and some young larvae and stuff, they won't want to leave that brood because they don't have anything. Now, when they left that hive, chances are they filled up with honey, and they'll take the honey and they'll store it in one of these other combs and they can get right back to work. All right, let me see if I can get it placed over here. Okay, let me set the smoker out of the way. And no, I didn't put any smoke on the swarm. I had it get in that hive over there. It's late in the evening. Like I say, right now it's probably getting over close to 6:45. The sun's fading fast, so I got to see if I can make all the arrangements I can to make this quick. Okay, so I can't bend that limb down far enough to get to it, so don't judge me on this. I'm gonna have to see if I can set this camera up because I don't have a tripod, some way to hold this thing. I hope this is getting that. Now, I don't have an external mic neither, so kind of bear with me. Maybe I need to turn you a little more. There you go. So I'm gonna pick this box up. I'm gonna put it right under this limb. Oh. They seem to be pretty calm bees. I got most of them in the box. Now they're flying around pretty heavily, but like I said, that little old swarm there wasn't very big at all. I don't know if it's a virgin queen that they got, or if they've replaced the queen in the colony and whatever you have. But there's a little ball of bees right down there. Now I don't know if the queens fell down there or not. I'll keep an eye on that. But as you can see, they're done starting to fanny, telling the rest of them come on home. So if she's not up on that limb and she's in that box, the rest of them will come to her. I probably know better than do this, but I'm gonna catch me a handful of them right there and see what they'll do. Maybe they won't sting me. Ooh, that one got me. Good night, Irene. I'd say that one was loaded. But anyhow, there's only a few up on that limb now. So I'm gonna grab these other two frames. As I was saying, I'm gonna drop them right down in that box, like so. What I do my hive too. Okay, so I'm just kind of tighten those up a little bit. Try not to squish none of the new bees that's in there. Let them go ahead and fan. Bring the rest of them on down. That little ball on the ground down there, it's not as big as it was. Let's see what we got on the limb. There's only a couple up on the limb. I think they'll come down in that box. As I was saying about my little lid, I'll take the edge of it, put it on the side of that box so I got a little crack back here, and they should come on down and get used to home. So I guess we'll check on it tomorrow and see how that does. Y'all have a good evening. Okay, today is Sunday, October the 6th, I think it is. Yesterday we pulled this swarm off of this limb, put them in this box, and put some brood and open larvae and some eggs in it. And I'm gonna open this box just to see if they're still in there. If it is, I'm gonna close the gap on the box. I don't know how feisty they'll be today. But the bees are in there, look like they may be about 2.5 frames of bees, maybe. Anyway, they're in the box. And I don't know how long it'll take them to find that front entrance right there. It won't take them very long. So I'm gonna say that swarm capture is a success. I'll check back in on them next 2 or 3 days, kind of see how they're doing. Being this late, I'll probably bring a cover to put on top with a feeder hole in it, and I'll start feeding them some syrup, try to get them enough stores to get them through the winter. Maybe they can pick up enough pollen between now and the time that the fall flowers quit. Now, the thing about my area is, normally, like I say, I'm in eastern South Carolina. I'm about 25 miles from the coast west of Myrtle Beach. And the temperatures for the winter doesn't get really cold. I think on average we may have at most 4 weeks of cold weather. Most of the other time, people wearing shorts, t-shirts. You know, it is what it is. I am not like up north where you have to wrap the hives or worry about all of that. We just, It's kind of like an extended dearth. You don't get anything coming in. But the red maple comes out pretty early. They can survive off of that if it's not a real cold snap when it comes out. And anyway, that's about what I got going on. So I'm glad y'all tuned in to check out what we was doing. I'm glad we could see to catch that little swarm. I did catch a swarm about this same time last year, but it was on Halloween when I caught it. And that swarm, it went through winter good. And back in the summer, it was a fairly decent honey producer. It probably filled up maybe one medium super full of honey. But anyway, we'll see how to do. Thanks for joining. Y'all have a good evening.